Welcome back to DIY STEM. This is Chris here from the Boys and Girls Club of Edinburgh RGB, here to show you a fun and easy chemistry activity that you can do at home. Let's get right to it. For this activity, you're only going to need 2 ingredients. That is cornstarch and water. This activity is as easy as just mixing the two together. So what we're going to be observing is the chemical reaction that happens when you mix the two together. You're going to end up with something that is neither solid nor liquid, but something in between. Optionally, you can also put food coloring in your water to make it more colorful. Alright, so what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to mix the cornstarch in. Ooh. You're going to want to put as much cornstarch until it stops looking like just water. But you would start feeling the reaction in the bottom. So what you'll start to feel when you mix these two things is you'll start to feel like it's becoming a solid mass. But in actuality, it's both liquid and solid at the same time. And I'll show you why in just a second. So you're going to want to go ahead and mix it up. Alright, so when you're done stirring and mixing in the cornstarch, you're going to end up with Oobleck. So Oobleck is something that acts as both solid and liquid depending on what you are doing to it. So what it essentially is cornstarch granules suspended in water. And what happens is when you apply pressure to the liquid, it solidifies because it traps the water molecules between the cornstarch. And you end up with something that's a semi-solid when you apply pressure. Now I have a little hammer here. It's the same thing. You can even peel it back. So as you can see, once I'm not applying pressure anymore, it turns back into a liquid, kind of like a syrupy liquid, but a liquid nonetheless. This is a really easy activity you could do at home because the ingredients are pretty easy to find. You can find them at your local Walmart. They're used in a lot of baking, sauce making recipes, so it's fairly easy to find, and it's just the 2 ingredients. Have as much fun as you want. And if you really want to go all out, maybe get a tiny swimming pool, fill it up with cornstarch, and you can even run on the water if your legs are fast enough. See? Oops. You can even stick your hands in it to play with it. When you dig your hands into it, it feels like you're grabbing a big chunk of sand. But as soon as it lays in your hand, it turns back into a liquid. What I would describe it as when it turns back into a liquid is about like maple syrup. Something also really spectacular is that when you're playing with it, if you keep applying pressure, it feels more and more like a solid. But as soon as you stop applying pressure, it turns back into a liquid. It might even crumble on you. But as soon as you stop applying pressure, those water molecules get loose again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and head over to our Facebook. Use the tag #VirtualBGCERGV to see more. See you next time.